tell the idea so that they are going to make a patent on that and work on the IPR side. So last but not least is IPR is a very emerging field. Uh, as I remember, this last 10 years, 12 years, we are in this people like after completing my doctorate, I think that like so many things are going to be published in the form of paper. But I never heard about that. Very few people I came to know that they are going to talk about the IPR things and all, which is very much like you can say it's a predominant requirement for the to file any kind of patent or paper or any kind of publishing things. And all. But people are not talking about in that segment. So I don't know what the problem is, but we'll have to work upon that. So they usually give the creator an exclusive right over the use of his or her creation for a certain period of time. The IPR basic, like you can say basic terminology that people are going to get the rights of their own thinking. They are going to get the rights of
Rahul sir, kindly unmute yourself. Rahul sir?
Huh?
Sorry to interrupt. I think it was muted by.
हाँ आप भिजवाती किसी के हाथ में और बढ़िया परफेक्ट कर रहे हो
Rahul sir, your voice is not audible.
Rahul sir?
Hello. Now
Yes sir.
audible?
Yes sir. Yes, now you are audible.
It is not audible, Dr. Saab.
So yes, audible.
Yes sir. Yes, now you are audible.
Okay, okay. So yes. So what I was telling that today I'm going to like I'm talking about the IPR section, especially in this information technology is how the things are moving on in the current IT domain and the computer science era. So as everybody knows that yes, IPR are the rights given to the person over the creation of their minds. It means that yes, whatever innovation idea given by the people to the industry, they are most welcome right now in this age because government is Indian government or every country government is definitely promoting the things in their aspect and they are promoting they are asking the youth to come and give their best with the help of innovative idea. I don't know like how many of you are aware about that recently the HP job created an ad and inviting the young mind with innovative idea that come and do share your idea so that we can file a patent over that. So that's a kind of scenario right now the industry is diverting towards IPR. They're trying to make as much as possible with the help of IPR section into this information technology domain. They want a more penetration basically. How the IPR can be injected in this particular information technology domain where the gaps there are so many gaps to be filled how these gaps can be filled with the help of so many bridges. So definitely I will try to tell about few things about how the IT things are going to be covered up in this IPS actions with the help of the upcoming slides of mine. So they usually give the creator an exclusive right over the use of his creation for a certain period of time. It certain period of time it means in information technology era, if everybody knows that now the it has been said previously that after 10 years it's going to be changed, but now nothing can be impossible because on each and every second, each and every minute, information technology is going to be changed drastically. So people should be more innovative and more adaptive towards going to get the you can say they are going to adapt the IPR format, IPR technologies into their current trends so that industry are going to be get the more benefit, not about the industry, you can say the more or less people, those who are attached with the society, they are going to aware about the intellectual property, what actually the mean is. So now in information technology, how this intellectual property is going to be like say in that we come to the intellectual property is a type of intangible property created by the mind, such as invention, work of art, literature, design, names, images. And the software also fits into this category because software is, I think, it's a kind of, first of all, it's a kind of imagination which is going to develop inside the mind. And that imagination is going to take a shape after doing so many iterations and all. So that comes, that's strike the IPR section into information technology, how the things can be done. Now, relevant to the software, if at all we are going to talk about the particular software, this IPR role, then yes, patent and copyrights and trade secrets and the trademark. There are four pillars that it's going to impact the software things and all. Number two, each affords a different type of legal protection. Legal protection in the sense, if you talk about any product, any prominent product of any company like Amazon, any Google, Microsoft, and all, uh, I don't know like how many people are going to read about the terms and condition or data protection policy, but they really, I mean it, they are really spending too much time to create a data protection policy and even those terms and policy regarding the, you can say, copyrights of a particular software to legalize the protection of that, but without thinking too much that people are going to click terms and conditions and they're going to go ahead because people are, don't have the time to read about so many things. But somehow I really recommend that people should understand the terms and conditions, the IP policy for the legal protection, and also that they much going to get the awareness that yes, in the coming future how we are going to make use of softwares and all. Third is patents, copyrights, and trade secrets can be used to protect the technology itself. As I earlier told in a few seconds back, because technology is going to be enhanced, is enhancing on daily basis, on every second, something is happening inside the world, around the globe. So that to be protected, technology should be protected because if at all technology is going to be misused by peoples of around the globe, that definitely you can see that so many things can happen with the technology. Illegal things can also happen. So we should have very much aware about the things that yes, it should be protected by the technologies. Now the next question is coming: what type of intellectual property is the computer software is? So my answer is very straightforward: is intellectual property for a software is a computer code or software protected by law under either a copyright, trademark, trade secret, or software patent. Out of these you are going to follow what, that is up to the, that how the people are going to create the software. Are they going to follow the legal laws and all, or in fact any copyright, any trademark, trade secrets and all? If at all they are not going to follow, yes, definitely on somewhere or after some time is that software is going to be uh, it's not going to be present in the market, it's completely going to be disappear from the market. uh, if anybody else is saying the Amazon is too big, Google is too big, it's one of the pillar of that, that they are going to have a complete, you can say, complete protected shield of laws and trademarks and copyrights and trade secrets around their software and all. They implies everything on that, so that going to get the product in established. The product is going to be established in the market, in the current market, as long run. Now, the next question is coming: how does internet and computer technology has impacted intellectual property? This question is very prominent according to my things, so my imagination, because according to my perception, because internet is everywhere. Everybody is connected to the internet, and internet is now becoming part of our life on a daily basis. Each and every software, everything is available through the internet. So it's very important that how we are going to make use of the internet and how this is going to be impact on this particular IPR things and all. So in the time of digital technology, it has become possible to produce and disseminate copies of copyrights work with the mouse click. Everybody knows with the help of single mouse click, you are going to create a copies and you are going to violate the rules and all. You are going to create your own rights and all. So this is possible in the age of internet. This has increased the number of copyrights violation as well as made IP rights information more complex. Now everybody is saying that this is my own work, this is my own work, this is my own work. This is what the plagiarism software is working, and the plagiarism software is just, it's not It is all about that they are going to map the duplicacy around the literature, around the, you can say, any kind of product and XYZ blah blah whatever the industry is going to be demanded. Many areas of today's reality are affected, and among them intellectual property. Yes, definitely, because you cannot say that internet is not going to impact the intellectual property. Yes, it is. It is going to impact, because more or less it's going to daily basis life routine will now become the daily basis life routine. Now, the next question is coming: how do I protect my computer software with down to this intellectual properties and all? Everybody is saying, yes, I need to protect, and how the things. The ways I'm going to say some ways in front of you, that the ways to protect your software as intellectual property. Number one, you can say like file for copyright, trademark, and patent. This is the first and foremost point is you need to file your copyright, trademark, and patent. As far as you know, this is your idea, and you have their own rights. So please, I'm requesting everybody that please make a file of copyright, trademark, or patent, whatever the possible way you are having right now. Please do that. Sign confidentiality or licensing contract with the employees or partner. If at all you're having a kind of scene, like as point number two is saying, you are developing a software, you are freelancing something, or you are working for the third party vendors and all. So definitely you must sign a contract, which is called licensing contract or MOU between parties and all. That is must. Number three, sign IP assignment agreement with developers. Each and every company, I don't know like how much, like how many of you are aware about that. If at all you are going to join any IT industry or any kind of company, they have a legal foundation or you can IP contract with the developer, because somehow they're not allowed to take the pen drive inside the room. They are not going to copy. Even the right now the computer are so much protected with the help of so many applications, so with so many rights protected things and all. So developer need to sign the contract in that yes, they are not going to leak the things around the globe, whatever they are working for a particular company. Number four, look into the source code license. Open source, there are two kind of different categories in the current software licensing. I'm telling in a brief. One is the open source, one is the licensed version. If at all, a very simple example, uh, in each and every corner, you can see that universities, if at all you are having a university, if at all I'm having my institute, so we are using the licensed software or pirated software. This is what the fourth point is saying. Maximum, try to use the maximum use of this licensing software, because anyhow in this internet globe, people are the companies are searching for the licensed people and all. If at all kind of, if you are a big organization and you are using the pirated software, that definitely uh, your dignity, or you can say your moral value is going to be not having in the current market. This is what the fourth point is saying. Number five is implement security measures and educate IP awareness among employees. This is the very must, like most important point, and it is must, because right now, as I'm saying, I already told in the start of this session that people are not very much aware about this IPR section and all. Even myself, I am saying just 2 year, 3 year back, that once the incident has happened with we people, that I came to know that yes, this IPR is very much important. We need to identify the different kind of policies to implement, and we need to like tell the people of our company or organization that you must follow this IPR section at all. Different kind of measures we created for a particular software. That software to be implemented, then followed by a different developer and the clients XYZ. Yes. So this is what the 5 point I found out, that this could be followed by each and everyone that to be in the software industries. Now, this what is this intellectual property rights of the development and use of digital material? Now, this is the most prominent question is coming, because right now everywhere you can see that in this era, digital age, everybody is distributing e-learning contents. Everybody, either in university, either in open source platforms, either in digital platforms. Many, you can say XYZ companies also promoting the online materials. So how this intellectual property rights of development and use of digital material, how we can do this? So according to my thinking, yes, that e-learning material, that's in the, you cannot omit this e-learning material. We can't imagine this without IPR. You are going to distribute this e-learning material because intellectual property is the area of law that deal with protecting the right of those who create original works. Please remember this original works. And in this instance, in the field of e-learning, this is the most prominent point, e-learning, original work. Because I know that you, either myself or anybody else, that they need to copy somewhere else. Definitely they need to copy. But in that originality, what you are putting your effort, that to be marked, basically. I do understand that everybody is taking care of everybody taking the copies and pasting the things and all, but where you are putting your effort, if you are putting your effort in the ratio of, you can say 30% more than that what actually the original content, 40%, 50%, that yes, that is your part and that is your contribution towards your material. So you can say this is my innovation, I can file a patent on that. So e-learning material should be like this under the banner of IPR. It covers everything from original praise and novels to innovation and companies identification marks. Each and everything from, you can say, like from 0 to n, everything to be covered. If you are having an idea, that to be patent. That's as simple as I'm telling to you. If you have idea, then go and file a copyright, trademark, patent, whatever you have. Now, the impact of internet intellectual property right. Yes, definitely. As I earlier told you, impact. It's very much like impact. I can say it's 100% impactful on with like internet on IPR. The advent of internet has directly connected to the authors with the readers and terminated the publishers. This is very much important term with the publishers. This has increased the problem of publishers and at the same time made easy the infringement of intellectual property like copyright, patent, and trademark. Because as I told you that yes, everybody want that work to be finished as soon as possible. Right now the trend is like that, but they forget that if at all you are going to make a copy of somebody's original work, that somehow it's going to be illegal. And if at all you are going to capture by XYZ person or XYZ company, that they can directly file a case to you. That has happened like 1 year or 2 years back in my company with that of one employee. So that's what this copy pasting is another aspect, but do remember that precautions to be also the measure of this. Now, the in this e-commerce world, next question is coming because industry is going like e-commerce, e-commerce, e-commerce. Everywhere you are going to see that e-commerce is penetrate the market. So how this e-commerce, IPR in e-commerce is highly valuable component for e-commerce. Now, this IPR, the rights that allow a business to use their invention to gain financial benefit. Remember this line, use their invention to gain financial benefit and market leadership over its competitors. That's the IPR is saying about e-commerce. That's the benefit like going to take with the help of e-commerce company. Every time you are going to talk about the GeoMart, Amazon, or any kind of e-commerce company, they are going to follow this business value with the help of market leadership to gain the financial benefit under the banner of IPR. They are also having, if at all you are going to reach out the Amazon IPR property, just go and spend some time on this Amazon app because I I I'm 100% sure everybody's mobile having Android mobile having this Amazon app right now. So go and try to get the IPR section of that Amazon app and then try to read out like how they are created and how they are going to protect under the banner of IPR. They have very refined policies in the middle. That's why the Amazon is the number one in the IT game in the e-commerce industries. Now, how the new technology is making it more difficult to protect intellectual right. Now, as I told you, the technology is changing daily basis, or you can say minute by minute changing. So it's very difficult that every time you are going to protect the IPR. So how the technology is making more difficult? Because everybody knows now the if at all I'm saying I'm using version 2.0 of any product, now the next time I'm saying I'm working on 3.0 version of that product. So in this technology era, how we are going to make these things very easy? two recent trend in storage technology are likely to be affect the information of intellectual property. Now, this this is what the meaning is in the storage technology. One of the most prominent example, because everybody knows 10-year back the capacity of your pen drive is something else and the size is much bigger. Now the after 10 years or 20 years, now the size is very much small and capacity is become much what you are expecting, terabyte, gigabyte, and so on. So that's the technologies enhancing on daily basis. So this information of intellectual property is a must that to be captured. As I told you, right now the multinational companies not allowing even a single pen drive that to be taken care of inside the campus of the company, because uh, they are very much, you can say, aware that people may steal the things what they are working, and they code, their design, their documentation, everything. And right now, as the data science is saying, data is a kind of next generation fuel, because our engine or our train, our motorcycle, our bike want petrol and diesel, but our IT industry or any kind of industry is demanding the data as an oil. They are looking for the data, and each and every corner people are trying to steal the data of each other. So that's the main problem with this technology enhancement, that people are stealing the data of any kind of data available. They want to take the data away from a particular company so that they can take their own customers, create their own company on that particular database and all. So that to be protected very much. As the storage technology becomes cheaper and capable of holding more information, it becomes harder to enforce proprietary rights. More people can use this technology to copy work privately. It means works privately means is that, as I told you, the capacity of a pen drive or a storage capacity of a particular device has become much higher, but the size has become smaller and smaller and smaller. So you can take a 16 GB pen drive or 50 GB or 100 GB pen drive in a single pocket, put it inside that, and you can copy that code, the data, and everything from the company and use it as a private things and all. That's why it's totally banned inside the campus. That is storage devices. Now the copyrights, technology affecting the copyrights. Copyrights laws faces three immediate problems due to the recent advances in digital technology. Number one, the first, then advent of new digital system will result in more infringements. As I earlier told you, this is what the most prominent problem that the in the digital age people are facing. Now the second is greater difficulty in detecting infringers because of privacy interest. This is the second most prominent problem that people are facing, the company people, the employer are facing. Mid-level segment is definitely they are facing. They are having the privacy issues, because more or less in India or outside India, people are having a tendency. Some people out of 100, 80% are like working fine, but 20%, 10% they are having a tendency to breach the privacy things and all. So they uh, even the company is also trying to stop this tendency, but even though right now it's very hectic and difficult, they are going to stop the people how they. This second point is very much important to the company law. Now, the third and continued public acceptance of unauthorized copying. This is the very much important segment, that yes, public is also accepting the pirated things. This is what I earlier told in my session, that yes, people are very much happy they are using a pirated Windows. They are regularly using. But if at all I am saying, please make use of open source Linux. So they will say, no, we can't use it. Why? Because they become habitual to use the pirated copy of Windows. They are very much happy in that. But Linux, they don't want to learn, they don't want to teach even, and remain ideal in that. That's the third point is saying. The third is continued public acceptance for unauthorized copying. That is what on daily basis this technology and copyright section is affecting the things and all. So people should change their behavior and nature. Moral aspect should come into this picture. Issue in digital copyrights. Due to this n number of social media platforms, this has become a very vital issue right now in the form of this digital copyright. Reposting, saving, sharing of works protected under copyrights. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, everywhere you can see that reposting, sharing with the this protected under copyrights. That's why the right now the recently the WhatsApp and Facebook recently changed their name to Meta because this just because of the privacy issue on a Facebook. If you know that so many cases have been lost in the U.S. court and all. So now they in the form of Meta they change the complete policy of sharing and reposting and all. They are really observing the things. If at all you are going to do something illegal, they are going to ban the account. Same with Twitter. Recently, you can see Twitter is also taking care of too much this things and reposting and sharing things. So because too many violence is happening here and there. That's why this digital issues copyrights is coming. Reposting and clamping ownership of creation rights of already protected work and using the content available in the platform without the owner's prior permissions. This is what the prominent things everywhere, each and every corner is going on. Yes, without the owner permission, it just content available on the platform and people are using this one and all. So, and the digital age, because in yeah, IPR is more about on from paper to the digital age, how this is going on. This is what the difference is coming to you. This and the digital age, how the things are going on. Digital property rights represent the next generation of intellectual property rights. It's a next generation symbol. It's same as the IPR, but digital property somehow because we are moving towards the digital age, so digital rights are coming into the picture, which puts them on the same playing field as a patent, copyright, trademark, and brand. As intellectual property, digital information exists inside the internet realm. This is what the in the simplest definition of the digital property or digital property rights is same as the IPR section is saying in the digital age. Everywhere is each and every product because now as I remember or as I see in the market, everybody want their company to be mobilized from the you can say one place to another place and the simple medium is the through web or any applications. If at all you are having your own web platforms, if at all you are having your own mobile app, so that you can connect to the public on n number of places. You can make your own customers, you can make your own brand, your outreach will become more significant, your customer and number of customers is going to be increased and your product is going to be publicized and passion. So this is what the digital property right is saying. What cannot be protected under the IP rights? Ideas, methods, and systems are not covered by the copyright protection. If the it means is that if at all you are having idea inside your brain and you are not going to publicize it can't be protected. Same is method, same is the system. If you are going to visualize it, yes, it can be protected either into making, building things, scientific or technical methods, discoveries, business operations, procedures, mathematical principles, formulas, algorithms, or any other concept, process, and method of operation. That to be presented, that can be covered under the IPR section, each and every corner of that. So that up to the mark, if at all you are having an idea or a method inside your brain, that definitely is going to be not covered under IPR sections. So another example of IPRs, I included somehow this author's copyrights on a book or an article because as an academician, everybody is moving towards the direction. They are having the book article, books, a number of papers. They are going to copyright on that particular section and all. Even in industry, that people are also right now they're presenting so many things in the form of their white papers and the articles and all. They're presenting in this web world or distinctive logo design representing a software company and its product. Everybody knows that yes, this logo is my trademark. Nobody else can use it. Either it's an example taken by the software company or so it is the software company or any kind of product, any kind of manufacturing unit, any kind of energy unit, petrol unit, whatever is there. They are having a distinct and distinguished like we can say logo design to like provide a uniqueness to the unique design element of a website or a patent or a particular process too. This is what the right to the website example we have taken because if you are going to click any website that in the corner side, on the left side, you are going to get the icon or logo of that particular website that to be represented, that to be marked and you can easily identify, oh, I'm going to open the such kind of website and that. Importance is and right now I think so with the help of the presentation you came to know the importance also, but anyhow I'm going to have some point. IPR protection is critical to fostering innovations. Without protection of ideas, business and individual would not reap the full benefit of their inventions and would focus less on research and development. It means that if at all you are not having, as I told you, if at all you are having idea inside your brain, that cannot be copyright or that cannot be said it's IPR. If you at all you are having an idea, that please put on your paper, try to get the trademark, try to get the copyright, try to get the, you can say particular benefit of that without wasting the time and loss. That can be covered under the research and development section by XYZ company or your own interest and all. So last but not least, thanks for all of you who are watching and listening carefully. This is what about like I talked about the IPR section and all. If at all you are having a query, please do drop me a message or directly contact to me so that I'm available on that and I can elaborate more on that. This is what I would like to say today. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
uh,
sir.
Dr. Renu. Yeah, and last but not least, I would like to thanks once again to each and every, you can say, management member, those who are invited me for this talk, especially for Dr. KD Sharma, Dr. Renu Jain, those who are regularly in touch, and all the audience, those who are presented or already present here, and all the speakers who are already presented or going to be present in this session. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for such an informative session. Your lecture
Thank you,
was
madam.
very thought-provoking for all of us. And
Thank
I
you,
wish
madam.
we will get such a guidance in future too from you. At the end,
Thank you,
I
madam.
would like to call our respected dean sir to give a thankful note to our speaker.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you
you
very
very
much.
much, Dr. Rahul, that whatever the things you have shared was as per a part of expectation. And again, I'm very thankful that for a short notice, you was so much enthusiastic to share your views over the IPR. So the same coordination, Rahulji, will be continued. And again, thank you very much again, and hopeful to see you very soon again. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Most welcome. Thanks. Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you so much, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for everyone to join
Thank
this
you.
session.
Yeah,